Welcome to Inland Empire Alive, bringing you issues, events, and perspectives from throughout San Bernardino and Riverside counties. I'm David Brady, and on today's show, Dr. Sandra Rodriguez with the San Bernardino City Unified School District joins fourth grader Honey Cooper to talk about the remarkable 10-year-old's achievements in a recent college-level course. That's today on Inland Empire Alive. Well, one of my next guests has the distinction of being the youngest person I've ever interviewed on this program. Joining me now is 10-year-old Honey Cooper from Kimbark Elementary and Dr. Sandra Rodriguez, the Assistant Superintendent for Student Services at the San Bernardino City Unified School District. Welcome to the program, both of you.
Thanks for having us.
Now, Honey, you're a pretty remarkable 10th grader. Can you tell me why? You've done some pretty amazing things recently. You attended an art class at San Bernardino Valley College. What was that like?
Oh, it was very fun at first. So I got to do like lots of things. Like I got to do art stuff, and I did like so much projects, and the projects I really liked about them. I liked how and I liked my design in them. Like it has my own uniqueness in them. I really loved that.
So how did it feel when you heard you were going to be attending a college class? Were you at all nervous about what that was going to be like? You didn't really know what to expect, I would imagine.
Yeah. So I was really nervous at first. I think people kind of judge me because why is there a 10-year-old in our class? So I was kind of nervous at first, but then after a few more days, they started getting used to it, and I got used to the attention that I get. So that was really great.
Well, you earned your place there. So Dr. Rodriguez, talk about what made this opportunity possible. How did you recognize that Honey was someone who was appropriate for this type of enrichment?
So I knew Honey before she was Honey. Her mother works for our school district, and she was a parent at this high school that I used to be the principal at San Bernardino High School. And so over the years, I've known Mrs. Cooper, and she is a parent volunteer and just very active in the school district. And so we have a really great relationship. And so when Honey, was a baby, she was coming to our parent meetings and school site council meetings and just all kinds of school type of activities. And so I got to see her grow up. And so I read in the newspaper about a little girl that was from San Bernardino that recently got her degree at Crafton Hills College. And so I was looking.
Was this Elisa Perales?
I think it was.
Yeah, she got 2 degrees, I believe.
There you go. And so I read about her and was just really impressed. And so I started asking my staff, did this little girl go to San Bernardino schools? And come to find out, she was a homeschool child. So she never attended a public school. And so I just kind of had that in mind. And then one day I was talking to Mrs. Cooper and I said, you know what? I think Honey could do it. Do you think she would be able to or would be interested in taking a college class? And she said, well, let me ask her. And so she did. And Honey was very enthusiastic. And she was willing to take a risk and go for it.
So how did it feel? I know it was a nighttime class, and it was a much smaller class than you're used to. What was that like the first night when you showed up? And like you said, you look very different from these much older, much taller students.
Yeah. So when it was my first night, I thought that I would probably be very nervous and scared to go in there. I think it was going to be super hard to catch up on work and stuff. But when I started listening, I realized it was just like any other fourth grade work. And I started catching up on a lot of stuff. I started learning new techniques and rules about art, and the students actually treat me just like any other college student that you see. They're nice, they're pretty.
Were there any big differences with fourth grade that you noticed? I mean, like you said, the size of the class certainly. Was the professor different from the type of teachers you were used to at Kimbark?
So it was kind of different because at my usual school, Mrs. Hamilton, she would normally have lots of rules and expectations for the students. Well, my professor, he really he lets us eat stuff in class and he lets us work our own way, do our projects, and I really like that about him.
A lot of freedom. So what made this opportunity possible? Is there something in the education code that allows for exceptional students to be given these opportunities? Is it, I hate to use a word like legal, but like what enables this type of process?
Absolutely. Well, Honey is one of our gifted and talented students in our school district.
I was too.
Yeah. And so we're always looking for opportunities to see how we can extend just the horizon for our students. And so I was able to speak with the chancellor at the community college district because of our partnership and relationship that we have with San Bernardino Valley College. And obviously there was another girl that did it. And so I'm like, well, why can't we have someone in San Bernardino, and why not Honey Cooper? So the process was not as difficult as people might think. It's really just a desire and being able to speak up and have your parent advocate for you. I think that was probably one of the key ways that we were able to move this forward, is that Mrs. Cooper, her mom, was very much in support of it. She attends class with Honey every single time. So that was one of the requisites as well. And so, working together with our parents and working with our community partners, this is what can happen. And so we're really proud of Honey. We're proud of the partnership that we have with higher education. But more than anything, we're really proud of our parents and they willing to just take that risk with us.
We will have much more with the remarkable Honey Cooper and Dr. Sandra Rodriguez right after these messages.
Join us for our weekly farmers market in San Bernardino. The farmers market is ongoing every Tuesday at Court Street Square, located at 349 Northeast Street from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. This event features both farmers and hot food vendors. Come purchase fresh produce at the farmers market and enjoy a nutritious lunch for the day. This is a certified farmers market with fresh and quality produce grown by real farmers from the region. For more information, visit our website at sbcity.org/parks. You can also call us at 909-384-5233 or email us at recreation@sbcity.org. See you there.
Well, I'm talking with Honey Cooper, a 10-year-old fourth grader at Kimbark Elementary School who recently attended a college-level class at San Bernardino Valley College, as well as Dr. Sandra Rodriguez, the Assistant Superintendent for Student Services at the San Bernardino City Unified School District. So, Honey, what's next? What do you dream of doing when you grow up?
What I want to do when I grow up, I either want to be a surgeon, a fashion designer, or an artist.
So you've got a lot of potential ahead of you. You've got a lot of dreams, a lot of paths you could take. So, Dr. Rodriguez, what does this say about the district's commitment to sort of creating opportunities for kids like Honey who may not be challenged by the type of material they're receiving in their assigned grade level?
Well, in San Bernardino, we are just thrilled to have Honey and many students like her. I am privileged to work for a school district that is really open to possibilities and really meeting the needs of all students, whether you're a special education student or a gifted and talented student. So I think what it speaks to is the commitment in working with the whole child, which means that not only are we working with students in areas of need for intervention, but also to extend their opportunity for learning. In our school district, we have so many opportunities for students in our before and after school programs, enrichment programs, our GATE programs, community partnerships. We don't want money, we don't want access to be an obstacle for student success.
Can you talk about what this might mean for other students down the line? So, if there's a parent who has an exceptional student in their household that might be seeing this, how might this open doors for other students?
Absolutely. We're really excited about it. In fact, I've talked to a couple of principals who are interested in working with our expanded learning program, and having cohorts of students who may be interested in taking college classes, and that we bus them over. So as we're building this opportunity for kids and just really seeing what are some of the obstacles, what are some of the barriers or some of the difficulties. And so we have a lot to learn about that experience from Honey to see how we can make that possible for additional students. But we've already had parents call and ask, how can I get my child involved in that? And that's exactly what we want. We want our families to know that anything is possible and that we as educators are here to help them, working together so that their child can accomplish great things.
Well, Honey, how does it feel to be in the spotlight all the time and be sort of a pioneer that's doing this for the first time, and it might be paving the way, opening doors for other kids?
Yeah, so what I like about it is how I get to show that anyone can do what they're doing right now. And I know that you can accomplish your dreams at a very young age. So that's what I really like, because I'm really paving the way for young students, maybe even younger than me, to attend, higher grade classes. And I like how they recognize me for my greatest opportunity that I have right now. And that's what I really love.
Tell me what you like to do when you're not in school. What are some of the things you like to do for fun?
Some of the things I like to do for fun is drawing. I like to play with my dog, and I like playing with my sister.
And I understand you're also in theater.
That's what I was going to say. Maybe you could talk about that.
Yeah, I could talk about that. So I'm clearly working with 2 shows right now. I'm doing Shrek the Musical, and I'm doing a Goofy movie.
Powerline, I know him. So are there some subjects that you find more interesting than others? Like what really gets you excited the most?
Some subjects that get me more excited than others are science, art, and history.
Good, good. Well, Honey, we expect great things from you. I'm going to be following your progress with much interest, Dr. Rodriguez. I wish you all the best. And again, I hope this does lead to more opportunities for more kids like Honey. I was identified as gifted when I was 5. It certainly didn't lead to me taking college courses, but I know it definitely opened doors and gave me opportunities I wouldn't otherwise have had. So I want to wish you all the best, and thank you so much for making time out of your day for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us too.
Visit iealive.com.